Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Tech Vision Lab. Today we will learn how we can integrate OpenAI API with .NET Core. Go on Google and write OpenAI API. Click on OpenAI API. Login on it. Click on API. Click on API reference. Click on API keys. Now generate a new secret key. Click on create new secret key for generating a key like my test key. Copy this key, paste on any notepad. We will use this API key later. Now open Visual Studio to create a project on .NET. Click on create a new project. Right here, Web API. We are going to create a .NET Core Web API. Click on ASP.NET Core Web API. Click Next. Here provide a name, ChatGPT API. Click Next and click on a create button. Your project has been created, and now click on tools. We will install the NuGet package for OpenAI. So first go on tools, click on a NuGet package manager, and then second manage NuGet package manager for solution. Click on browse. Right here OpenAI. Click on install. Accepted. OpenAI has been installed. You can see. Now we will create a controller and we will create a web API. Click on add controller. Click on MVC control empty. Click on add. Provide any name to a controller. We will provide name ChatGPT. Controller name is ChatGPT. Click on add. Your controller has been created. Click on now we will create a API. First we will make it give it a route, and we will convert this controller to API controller. API controller, provide a route. Provide a API name and provide the action of your API. Our API will be the get API, so we will write HTTP get and provide the name of your API. It's OpenAI. Copy the OpenAI and paste on the index. We will take a string and we will store the API key here. As we copied the API key in the notepad, copy here, copy this API key and paste it here. Now we will serve our client. We will call the OpenAPI and pass the API key in OpenAI API. Now make the completion request. Initialize the completion request. Mouse over on the completion request, it will show the error, then show potential fixes, give the reference of OpenAI completions. Now we will pass the parameters. First parameter we have a prompt. Prompt means the query you have, whatever the message you want, you will pass in a prompt. Like you wanna ask anything, like you will pass here. Like we pass how are you. The second parameter we have about model. OpenAI API models.model density test. So third parameter we have a max token. We will hit the access the API. Like above we have initialize the OpenAI API. Now we will access the API. Client dot completions dot, and the method name is create completion, and we will pass the completion request parameter in a completion. Now we will make this API asynchronous. For making any method asynchronous, we have to put the await, and in return type we have to pass the task. Now actually our completion OpenAI response will be in the list, so we have to run the for each loop. The function name is completion OpenAI.completions. Our response one by one save in an item. We have to make a variable for getting the response, so we will create a string variable, string OpenAI response. Initializing this OpenAI response empty, and we will get the response in a for each loop. Item.text. We will use add end operator to save this response. When this response will be saved in an OpenAI response, and we will return this OpenAI response in a. We will pass OpenAI response in a OK. We will set the debugger and run the program and check the output. Our API has been completed. Our program has been run successfully. Click on OpenAI, click on try it out, click on execute. Now we will debug the code and line by line. Press F10. We have the API key, we have the model prompt and the token, everything is fine. Now we will hit the API. We got the response is you exceed your current quota, please check your plan and billing details, insufficient quota. Actually we had successfully created the API, but the problem is there is a current quota, please check your plan. There is a problem of billing. So if you will pay the billing, then you will get the response from the ChatGPT. Let me show you from the ChatGPT again. For checking usage image, go to the usage limit OpenAI. Click on red limit. Go to the account setting. Now you can check here the usage of your billing usage limit. Now you can see you must be on a paid plan to set up usage limit. So actually, there is a insufficient quota. When you will pay the billing, then you will get the response from ChatGPT. I hope you understand the API. How can we integrate the API to Open API with the .NET Core? Thank you.